Okay. I tend to write songs in threes. The only time I really ever stopped doing that was when I was doing the 365 songs in 365 days challenge, which you can find. It's also on my YouTube. There's a playlist. It's like 447 videos. Even if you just want to scroll through the playlist to see that I'm not lying. Although I think there's a couple numbers missing and I just couldn't find them, but they're in there and I just didn't label them correctly or something. But either way, I wrote way more than 365 songs in 365 days because I like to write multiple at once because this is my therapy. It's like creative practice to help me understand what I'm even thinking and feeling, because I don't even know half the time because I'm so blocked, or I have such a history of blocking myself to be a good student and be a good friend and be a good significant other and be a good daughter and be a good sister. And I just have so many rules in my brain of how to be a good person, and they don't seem to line up a lot of times with my natural self. And so my natural self, this is the offshoot of why. I mean, I think this is the result of what happens when you spend your life trying to be a good person for everyone else that you love, and you like really box it in to try to follow these rules in your brain of what you think will make everyone happy, which maybe doesn't even make them happy, but you think it does. And so you pummel, you know, you make all these rules and you show up in as many ways as you can. And then you also have this weird side effect of feeling free through whatever this is. I mean, this is just an extension of my singer-songwriter self, but after doing that challenge and going super public for a whole year straight, now I just haven't been able to fully turn it off. It's like I learned how to share after not being a sharer online. I never used to write big, long, rambly posts on my Facebook. I never used to be this outgoing in any way at all, publicly, creatively. So I don't really know what this is or what it achieves in the world, but it just kind of happened after 3 years straight of doing creative challenges. Because the one after that was 12 albums in 12 months, and I started writing really long liner notes because I was just rambling and I just felt so free. And nothing seemed professional anymore. I just wasn't curating or crafting. And so now I'm just kind of left with the results of having kind of exploded outward my own creative practice. And like, I used to always want to write books like Julia Cameron on how to be more creative, or like how to break through writer's block. But now I'm wondering, maybe my life just kind of reveals it rather than writing a book about it, because I never really have had the interest or discipline to like write a book. So hi. So I think that's not what I'm gonna do. I think I'm not gonna end up writing a book about it. I've had so many book titles come in my head, or like TED Talk titles, but all of that is like a very intentional, crafted thing. And I just never seem to want to unpause this weird fraying that's happening of just being whatever and being free. And these YouTube videos are just an example of that freedom, and an example of creative flow, and just trusting the universe and pushing record and then just talking, or pushing record and then just making up a song, not knowing what's gonna come out word-wise, chord-wise, anything. And now it's just kind of my joy. Like I don't know if it's even, I don't know what it is. It's just what I like to do. Oh, I have my own merch on. That's not very common, but there, if you want to buy a cutesy t-shirt or a weird t-shirt. I don't know, I've seen some people chop off the sleeves and rock this in this really like edgy looking way, or I've seen it on like my mom or my sister. Whatever, like, it's a cute shirt. You can go to my Bandcamp. I have a merch button. You can click merch and then you will see cute merch. Okay, here's song number 3, because I write songs in threes. I don't know what this is going to be about yet. I heard words in my head and I didn't want to sing them. I was like, what? No. It was like, well, okay, I'll sing them. No, I won't sing them. They were like, let's all go outside. Like, what? I don't know what a song about that would be about. I'm not getting words. That's how you give yourself writer's block. Hey, I just acted it out. If you never want to have writer's block again, don't do what I just did. What you do is instead, when you feel, when you feel any words come in your head, whether you're taking a video or you are penning with your pen, writing, it's also known as writing, penning words, you know, that's an expression. When words come in your head, you go with them. Because there are two separate parts of our brain. I mean, I don't really know if it's right and left brain like they say with creativity versus organization, but that's what it feels like. So when you are in your creative mode, you let that part just flow. And you don't judge it, and you don't criticize it, and you don't edit it, and you don't tell it it's wrong, and you don't imply, because you don't know where it's going. You don't know what it's leading to. You can always edit that sentence later if that sentence was dumb, but it was a way in. And you just said, no, I don't like that way in. But if you won't accept the way in that the song has given you, then you can't get into it. And if you can't get into it, what's it going to do? Just keep giving you more things to veto? No, it won't. It'll shut off. The faucet will shut off. You are not the water. You are not the creativity. You are the faucet. And you don't even necessarily have the strength or the knowledge of how to turn the handle. You're not the water. I'm not the water. The songs are the water. And I'm the vessel. I'm the faucet. I'm a rusty old pipe or one that's getting a good amount of use and is well maintained. Personally, at this age and this place in life, I know how to turn the faucet. I know how to not do what I just did, and you got to see act it out. Hey, I never need to write that book. Now you know. That's how you will give yourself writer's block. Most people do that all the time. They start to write something, an essay, a story. They write one sentence, and they're like, this is garbage. It's even been acted out in shows, and they crumple it up like in a cartoon. I'm like, crump, crump, crump. Well, guess what? No more lines are coming now. They don't trust you. Those lines don't trust you to just pen the water. Pen the story. Just put down the story. Put down the thing that's coming in your head. Pretend it's aliens or God if you need to. I mean, for me, it feels like God, but not all my songs are very God-like or from God. I mean, a lot of them are coming from my own complainy, whimpery brain. Is whimpery a word? Like whiny? But it all feels like kind of like communion with God or aliens, whatever you believe. It feels like something else, somewhere else. You're the vessel, you're the whole. And it comes through. And you just let it come through. And if you don't want to let that come through and you instead want to be in charge, then I don't really recommend being a writer. I mean, unless you want to be like a nonfiction writer. I mean, there's so many different things. There's so many different ways to do it. If you want to be more intentional, I just think a lot of the things people talk about when they talk about writer's block is because they're trying to be so intentional. But if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a creative artist in any field, it's about you getting out of the way. It's about flow. Here we go. Clouds and bears and bunnies, they are kind of funny. Mostly cute, kind of cute, really cute. And lights and dreams and flowers, could go on for hours and just listen to the birds around my head. And I could dream about all these things around me. write down my dreams for you, for me, for you, for me. And I'd be kind of sad if no one likes my songs, but I can sing along with the past tense versions of me. I can just pull up a video and listen to my 2 years ago self-singing songs about myself back then. And it's nice, 'cause even if I'm the only one who likes it, it's still been liked and listened to. It's true, it's true, it's true. Well, I was gonna keep going because that song was really fun, but then I stopped because I heard the same thing in my head that writes songs tell me to stop. Maybe I was about to run out of video. I don't know. Or maybe it was meant to be a short song. I mean, it's a long video, it's 11 minutes, but maybe it wasn't meant to be a song that goes on and on and on. I don't know. I don't know that we're supposed to know. I don't think we're supposed to know. I honestly don't. Whenever I think of what creativity has been in my life, of what writing songs has been in my life, I just feel clearer and clearer every year, yearer and yearer, that we're not really supposed to know, like, what the point of it is.
Hey, how are you? Great. Welcome to the neighborhood. I didn't know until recently that you were here. I think that's great.
I saw you over at the concert, and I was like, I wanted to come talk.
This is so cute. I can't stand it, but I feel like I'm eavesdropping on people. All right, well, bye.